Hey everybody, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming, and today we return to you to cover new content for Outriders as the long-rumored New Horizon update is real and it's almost here. Now, in this video, we're going to go over all the major new features that are going to be included in this free update. Now, the big centerpiece for this update are the 4 brand new expeditions of the Molten Depths, the City of Nomads, the Marshals Complex, and the Wellspring. On top of that, they are all laden with secrets and Easter eggs. Additionally, to make the experience of all expeditions better for everybody, they have gone ahead and removed expedition timers. We'll take a look at how that looks like in this video. Additionally, there's a brand new Transmog System, and guess what? Tiago gets brand new functionality when it comes to getting new legendary items. And finally, we have updates to mods, legendary sets, class trees, and overall rebalances to make the game a more enjoyable overall experience for everybody. Alright guys, so as always, make sure to check out the timestamps for navigation of this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this about Outriders, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and most importantly, leave a comment. Let us know what you like and what you do not like about the content here and how we can improve. Now, with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at all the new features a little bit more in depth. Now we're going to start by looking at the removal of the completion timers for expeditions. This is something that's been asked about for a very long time. The developers agreed with us that it kind of forced us to do really high DPS builds that would not allow for diversity because of the strict completion times on some of the expeditions. So now when you go and select a level, you can change the difficulty, and the rewards you're going to get are going to be roughly equivalent of you completing the expedition previously on a gold timer. Now there's a minor nerf that I can see with us getting less drop pods. So before we used to get about 72,000 drop pods for gold clear on a CT15. Now it's 64,000. Now that's not a huge deal, but I do want to point out that we can now use the drop pods to gamble and get new legendary items from Tiago, as we'll see in a little bit. So there's that note. But overall, this is a nice change. You can go under settings and enable timers. However, this is mainly just if you want to show off or see how fast you can complete a level. There are no additional benefits loot-wise for enabling timers. Now next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new levels, and we start with Molten Depths. Now the idea here is that we're trying to retake a old geothermal power station from some monsters that have gone ahead and taken over. Now what I absolutely love about this level is that we finally get a return of the way underused spider models from the base game. There are no other areas in the game previously where we got to fight these nice creepy crawlies. Now if you don't like spiders, this is not good news for you, but otherwise this level is chock full of cool monsters and highlighted by spiders, and it all kind of culminates in an epic battle with a boss that returns from the original campaign, which is the Big Daddy or Big Mama Spider Boss. Now I remember playing the campaign and originally saying, man, this is such a cool boss. I wonder if they're gonna reuse this as a boss during the expeditions. They didn't originally, but hey, better late than never. Really fun encounter. It's got a cool Easter egg at the end as well. The second level that we have to look at is the Marshals Complex. Now this is a brand new hybrid level. By hybrid level, I mean it is a level that's going to have both humanoid as well as alien enemies on the map. Now, all expeditions within Outriders fall into one of three categories. They're either all alien creatures, all humanoid creatures, or a hybrid. Now, the reason hybrids are important is because it's a little bit more difficult to prepare for them. There are some builds that do really well with the alien creatures that are primarily close combat, while the humanoid maps are more focused on dealing with a lot of enemies that have ranged abilities. So this hybrid makes you take on both threats. Now, I really like the theme of this level because you do start by fighting a bunch of humanoids, but then as you move into the complex, you're going to have little set piece battles where a variety of alien creatures are going to get released to fight you, and they get progressively harder. And it's got this nice flow, as well as the visual aesthetic of the level is quite pleasing. Now, next we have the city of Nomads, and this level takes place in an ancient city of the natural inhabitants of Enoch that has been overrun by monsters when one of the drop pods comes down in the area. Now, of all the 4 levels, I must say this is probably my least favorite. It's not that it's not aesthetically pleasing, but the design is the most straightforward of all the levels. You're doing nothing but fighting monsters, and it just seemed like a no-thrills map comparatively. And unfortunately, whenever you have new additions, you're going to have a favorite map, and then one of them is obviously going to be your least favorite. Now, for me, this happens to be my least favorite. Let me know what your thoughts are once you see highlights of these levels. Is this your favorite? Is this your least favorite? We'd love to hear about it. Again, there's nothing wrong with the level in itself, but compared to the 3 other levels, which either have really cool new monsters or returning monsters that we have not seen in expeditions, or they have scenery changes that are really, really pleasing, this one, unfortunately, kind of has none of that. Alright, and the final level we have is the Wellspring. And I feel like I've left the best for last here. So in this level, you approach a Pax village. It's got this really cool ancient feel about it. And what I love about this the most is when you enter it, there's a sandstorm that's starting up, and it feels like it's getting worse and worse as you make your way through the first part of the level. And this level by itself, if it had only this above ground section, it'd be pretty cool, but it wouldn't blow me away. But what I love about this level is the second part, when you descend kind of deeper into the level, and there's this kind of crystalline underground section where you have crystal versions of the spiders that you face and a variety of monsters. So this is a very, very cool thematic hybrid level that has a real nice change of scenery. The flow is really, really good. And overall, I really, really enjoyed this level. Again, for me, it was my favorite level of the experience. It also, just like all the other levels, has secrets, but we were not able to find them. So supposedly, there are skulls you can find within this level, and if you collect them all, you're gonna unlock a new design for a weapon. But myself and Vulcan, who played this level together, we spent about 5 or 10 minutes just running around looking for them, and we couldn't find them. Maybe you have to check it out on CT15. I'm sure people will find out and post it online, but we had no luck finding these mystical skulls. But outside of that disappointment, really, really fun, really great level. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about secrets and Easter eggs. Each one of the 4 new expeditions has a secret way of unlocking a new cosmetic skin for weapons that will be utilized as part of the Transmog system that we'll talk about in just a moment. Now, they vary in difficulty on how to unlock these secrets. The easiest one is the one that we kind of show footage of here in the Molten depths. And what I really like about this secret is, as far as I can tell, this is an homage to the Matrix series where you answered kind of this phone. And I love that the NPC says, "Show me the truth." And then once she picks up the red phone, kind of similar to the red pill in the Matrix, and she teleports, there's a comment that says, damn, this is my reality, kind of asking a question. So again, I can't 100% confirm that this is a matrix mod, or nod rather, but I'm pretty sure it is, and I thought it was really, really cool. Optional little elements. We were not able to unlock any of the other secrets. They are definitely ones that you have to look for. The nice thing is that now that the expeditions are not timed, you can go ahead and look out for these different secrets. Take your time if you want and not feel that time pressure. Of course, I'm sure that shortly there's going to be videos and guides on all these secrets all over the internet. But for those of you that don't want to be spoiled, you can, for the most part, take your time with the other three. Again, this one I kind of wanted to show. It's kind of obvious. You can miss it, but there's nothing too crazy you have to do to unlock it. So there we go. Now, outside of the new levels, the other major feature of this update is the addition of the Transmog System. And this has been a request from players for a very, very long time. Especially since the set pieces in this game have a tendency to have helmets, chest pieces, and legs that people love, but then boots and gloves that are horrible, leading pretty much everybody to be forced to have mismatches of outfits. And sometimes when you have a focus on just having purple gear for your builds, you have a really, really hard time to look cool. Well, this Transmog system fixes all of that. What I love about it is that it is completely free. It requires no resources. There are no limitations on how often you can do it. You can go under the customization system. On PC, it's by hitting L when you're under inventory. And you can go under weapons or armor, and you can change any weapon to have it look like any other weapon in the same category. So you can't have like a pistol look like a sniper rifle, but any sniper rifle can look like any other sniper rifle. What's really cool is that as soon as you find a weapon, you get that skin. You don't have to break it down or sell it or anything like that. You just get it automatically. Also, this allows you to have your characters look like other classes, meaning you could be a technomancer, and if you really like the cosmetic look of a legendary set for the trickster, well, guess what? You can look like that. So it might be a little confusing playing with other people when you have people looking like tricksters or pyromancers when they're really a devastator, etc. But you know what? This is one of those sacrifices that you make because it allows people to look cool. It allows people to get creative. And now there's so many options for both weapons and armor. And hopefully this game gets even more updates in the future with paid DLC. And if it does, this is going to expand the options even more as we go on. Now let's talk about our good old buddy Tiago. One of the biggest complaints people had, especially early on when it was really hard to find legendaries, is that Tiago had a set of legendary items that he would sell to you and other items that were of epic quality that would refresh, but none of the legendary items refreshed. And everybody asked, when is this going to get fixed? Well, good news guys, it's finally getting fixed. Now when you interact with Tiago, you're going to notice there are two different options. There's going to be an option to re-roll all of the available items for sale, and this is going to cost you roughly 96,000 drop pods, which isn't too bad. This is roughly about 1.5 CT15 clears now to get a full refresh. And then you can also have an option for roughly 72,000 drop pods, which happens to be just a little bit over 1 CT15 clear now the change is made. This allows you to get one random legendary. So you can either re-roll and have 8 new or 7 new options rather, or you can push your luck and then spend the 72,000 on one random legendary. Now, if you ask me, I'm just gonna be re-rolling when needed to see the 7 options and hope that one of the ones I need pops up. But at least you have now 2 different ways to spend those drop pods that are probably sitting around at max level on your characters. Now the final set of changes have to do with the updates to mods, legendary sets, class trees, and overall rebalances. The most famous of these is the complete rework of the Fortress mod, as you see in this footage. But there are other kind of nerfs as well as buffs to a variety of mods. Some of the sets that have been covered already in previous blog posts got complete reworks. Unfortunately, as we were playing remotely, we did not have the ability to look on multiple characters and confirm the different sets. Both me and Vulcan, who were playing together, were given Technomancers, so we had identical Borealis Monarch sets, which of course did not have any changes done to them. So unfortunately, I didn't have footage for that. I know that the class tree changes are also kind of minor, but they will be sprinkled across most of the classes. And while I'm not covering it in this video, I will make sure to take a look at all the information as it is posted when it comes to the final patch notes and share my thoughts and feedback with you at that time. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this new video covering the new content coming to you in the new free New Horizons update. Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell to be notified of new videos. And if you have any additional questions about this new content, do drop a comment below, as I will be looking at those questions and answering them for you to the best of my ability based on my time playing this new content in advance. Now, if you guys want to chat more Outriders, chat New Horizons, make sure to come check me out as I stream on Twitch. That's at twitch.tv/LeeroyGamingStream. You can also check out the link to this in the description below, as well as a link to my current schedule of streaming, where you can come and play Outriders with me, get carries, and have a general good time. Alright guys, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.